Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 mod spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Brahmin Barons mod, which is being made by user Ladies and Jaunts, and what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a fun new Brahmin companion, as well as a piece of armor for them that you can tailor make into, well, frankly, whatever you need your Brahmin to be. And this is an absolutely amazing mod, not for just people like me who need someone else to help carry all of the crap that you loot in the Commonwealth, but also it's particularly great for a survival character, as this adds in a lot of interesting elements to assist you, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But first, how do you get a hold of your new Brahmin friend? Well, you simply need to travel southwest of the Wicked Shipping Fleet Company, where you'll find a new location, the Crimson Caravan Encampment. Now, I've got some video here of me going there earlier, and as you approach the camp, you will be given a new quest, No Survivors, where you have to investigate the untimely demise of the Crimson Caravanners at this location. Now, you may actually recognize the name of these caravanners, as they are from Fallout New Vegas, which is pretty awesome. Now, when you find what I guess you'd call the main office of the camp, there will be a terminal in there telling you how they got to the Commonwealth, and also about an unfortunate attack and the location of one of their Brahmins who likes to graze nearby. Now, next to the computer is the lovely new Brahman Saddle, which is that piece of armor for this mod that you can put on the Brahmin. Now, after reading the terminal, it will give you a map marker location for where the Brahmin is. You'll just have to kind of fight your way over there. I don't know if this is a part of the mod or just because I haven't really traveled in that area much, but there were a lot of raiders in between me and our new friend, Jezebel. And once you do talk to the Brahmin Jezebel, you get your new lovely friend, which you can see, of course, not only from the footage just a moment ago, but right here we have our lovely Brahmin Jezebel. And of course, in my inventory, I also have the Brahman Saddle, which is just a wonderful piece of armor that does actually add some damage resistance to your Brahmin, which is pretty good. And if we do actually talk to Jezebel here, which can be finicky, I will admit, in trade, we can put onto her the Brahman Saddle, and this is what the basic Brahman Saddle looks like. It is just basically a mattress thrown on there, and, well, that's it. It does add that damage resistance, but it's not exactly the most useful thing in the world. So if we go back to talk with her and take the Brahman Saddle away, what is more important is we can go to any armor workbench and actually change the modifications for this saddle. Now, the first category is the pack category, and we can either have no pack, which is the default, a caravan pack, which will add 100 extra carry capacity to the Brahmin, and basically makes the Brahmin look like every other trade Brahmin in the game, you know, with the big, lockers and whatnot and containers on top of the Brahmin. We then have a farmer's cart pack, which will actually add some endurance apparently, and will make an interesting change, making buying and selling prices of food and drink at vendors 50% better. We then also have a traveling herbalist pack, which adds in quite a bit of resistance, as you can see, 30, and every 2 hours you will get either corn or a rarer plant ingredient in the Brahmin inventory. And this one's actually pretty cool. It's basically a little garden on the back of your Brahmin. The next is a traveling store, which does give you 20% better prices with all traders and adds an extra 200 caps to vendors so you can sell a bit more. We then have the survival pack, which adds 3 strength to the Brahmin and 40 damage resist, and this will harvest 1 extra ingredient from all plants and crops and 1 extra meat from slain animals. And you're going to need Animal Friend for this, this, and this is actually a very important skill for this mod. A lot of the other modifications also rely on this, and is a very good one. Well, it is the survival pack, so is very useful for a survival character for you to get food. Now, the next is the Water Baron pack, which gives you 25% better prices with food and drink vendors, and every 12 hours, a small shipment of purified water will be in your Brahmin's inventory, which is pretty cool. Again, another very useful one for a survival character. Now, that is all the packs, so next is the Brahmin Bridle, and this is very interesting. Again, for those hardcore survival characters, well, that ends up turning off your fast travel most of the time, depending on what mod you have. And if you have this bridle, you will be allowed still to fast travel to trading hubs. You can't fast travel anywhere, only to specific trading hubs. This is a Brahmin, after all. It's a trade pack animal, which is still pretty cool to give you a few locations you can fast travel to, and again, requiring that animal friend. Now, the last category is just carry capacity extenders here, where we have either the extra pack capacity adding 100 extra carry weight, the considerable pack capacity adding 250 carry weight, or of course the huge pack capacity adding 500 carry weight to your Brahmin, which is amazing. You'll need rank 2 of Animal Friend though. So let's actually modify this thing a little bit. We'll add the bridle to show that off in a little while. And then on the pack, we'll start with the Caravan pack, but we actually will go through each of these just so you guys can see them here. And let's exit our armor station and go back to our Brahmin here and trade once again and go to armor. Boom, there's the Brahman Saddle. And as you can see, our Jezebel now looks like just any other Brahmin in the game. So let us go and trade this off and go back, and we'll now at the armor workbench make the Farmer's Cart pack, which again does add those better prices for food and drink when you are at vendors, which is again useful in a survival situation. So it's back to Jezebel. Now, one tip. I did say it is a little bit finicky to talk to Jezebel. It seems like this head right here is the one that you can actually talk to. The other head or the rest of the body doesn't really seem to work when you try and talk. So always go to that particular head. And let's see here for the Farmer's Cart. Excellent. We got a lot of nice wheat bags there, some crates full of stuff, and a big jug of milk, which is another feature we'll talk about here momentarily. So back to Jezebel, let's trade and take that off again, and this time head over to the Traveling Herbalist pack, which I think may be my favorite, just because not only does it give you that, you know, nice passive gain of plants every 2 hours,
that's it,
but
girl.
also, didn't mean to actually go into full talking. There we go.
It's okay,
no,
girl.
Oh, okay. No, I just leave the cow alone. For some reason, she really wants to talk to the cow now. I want to trade. There we go. Like I said, it can be a little bit finicky. And there we go with the Herbalist one. And also, I think it's my favorite looking. I just like, look at this. You got all these little things growing on the back of a Brahmin. That amuses me to no end, and I just like it. So back to trading and move on to the next one here, which of course is the Traveling Store pack, which, though a good thing, you know, having the better prices and more available caps at stores, I think is my least favorite of all of them looks-wise, purely because, I don't know, it's just, as you'll see here, I think a bit much, a little bit too bulky. It's, you're literally carrying around a store stall on the back of a Brahmin, which is kinda cool looking, but I don't know, to me, it just seems like a bit much for this poor Brahmin to be carrying.
Hi there.
Oh, poor Jezebel. Up, and we're back to talking again. Oh, no, I need to get back in here. Trade, there we go, and take the saddle. And apparently, I'm now carrying too much. Lovely. Alright, so the next one we're looking at is the Survival Pack. Again, great for those survival characters, especially ones who do rely heavily on hunting. It's, you know, very nice.
That's it, girl.
And we're back to the talking. Back up, there we go.
Hi there.
And wow, she really wants to talk. Leave it to the own business of the cow. There we go. All right, and trade. Perfect. Sometimes it goes straight into the talking. Sometimes it doesn't. And there we go. There is the survivalist one. I do like the gun just sort of sitting out there. And the camo bags, etc. Very, very cool. So let's back into trading. And once more, take this and head for back to survival packs. And the last one here, the Water Baron pack. And again, another useful one, especially if, say, I don't know, maybe you're playing in Frost and you need water. This is a really good one for that. And there we go, the Brahman Saddle for the Water Baron. And yeah, as you can see, it has a rainwater collector up at the top and then a water barrel over here. And I again, even though I think it's a bit bulky like the store one, I like that it has the water collector, since it does give you a shipment of water every so often. It's kind of cool that it actually visually shows you why there is a rainwater collector. And that is all the different packs we can give Jezebel. Now that's not the only thing she can do. If we get close up to her again and talk this time,
it's okay,
and you know,
girl,
meaning to talk, we can do a couple of things here. So of course we can leave the cow alone to do her business, and that just backs out of the conversation. We can tell her it's time to go home, and you can actually send Jezebel to a settlement where she will, at that settlement, become a normal Brahmin, producing fertilizer. And whenever you need, you can go back and pick her up. The third option is milking the cow, which if we do, we will actually milk the cow, and you will get in your inventory some Brahmin milk. Fresh Brahmin milk at that. Which, I mean, hey, another good thing for survival. Who doesn't like some good milk? And the final thing, of course, is the Brahmin long-distance travel, where if we hit, we can select a place travel point or travel to a specific location, being either Diamond City, Bunker Hill, or travel to the Brahmin Market, which, actually, where does this one take us to? I haven't clicked this one yet. Nothing! Okay,
it, girl.
That one's an interesting one. Yeah, I hadn't clicked that one yet, and so I was intrigued. What does...
Let's go.
The other one, of course, travel to a location. If we do head to Diamond City, there we go. We do fast travel, and I guess it just mainly takes you to the two primary locations of either Diamond City or, while I'm suddenly blanking on the other major trade hub in the game. But yes, it is a lovely Brahmin friend. Now, one other specific thing I should add is, of course, you may be wondering, well, having all this extra carry weight is great, but what about, can I have other companions? Yes, you can. The Brahmin is its own kind of companion slot, so you can still have a human companion, as well as, well, I currently have my lovely dog meat with me. So you do have the ability to not just have a Brahmin, but also a person or a pet with you. And that is a wonderful thing. It provides you with resources. You can milk the cow. They can still be used as a normal Brahmin in towns, and they don't take up too much space in terms of your companions. It's just a wonderful mod. I really do like it, and I of course do also love the inclusion of the Crimson Caravan. They are one of my favorite companies from the Fallout franchise because they're just intriguing. So all in all, I think a wonderful mod. So if you'd like to check it out for yourself, which I really would suggest you do, you can take a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that's going to be it for today, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!